working, just getting off my day's work to come in to do my evening work. For this evening live, I'll be working on this tabletop here and these legs. So the first thing I want to do with these legs is to put some holes, to put in some plugs in these holes. That's the first thing I'm going to do today for this in this live. So, yep. So I'm going to attach these holes. I've been working on this tabletop for quite a while, but I think it's finally time to get it done and move to the next phase in terms of dropping it off to one of my friends or one of my co-workers. So I'm going to add some wood dowels to this. So let me first, add some glue. Add some glues to this. Yeah. I want to set this aside so that it can dry. So let's stuff this in. Something to top it to ensure that I get it in. Yeah. So let me top this in. Yep. Then I'm going to use my brush trim saw to cut it off. Yeah, that's one. Let's start this one again. Then top it. See, I made this table, this coffee table, from a tabletop that I got about a month ago. So that's how long I've been, a month or two ago. So that's how long I've been working on this tabletop. But because I have a full-time job, I only get to work when I am on Sundays or when I get home from work a bit early. So that is why I'm making use of the time. Because not very long from now we're going to be heading into the what? The winter time. And I don't know if you were on my live yesterday. But on my live yesterday I would have told you that normally when the year starts you would set goals that you want to reach. And for me, I had set a goal that I want to reach, and also a goal to try to improve in terms of content. I just start going live about a month ago, I should think. And I have to say that I really enjoy these live. I try to keep it my live at least an hour or two, and try to ensure that on the live is either I'm starting a project or I'm finishing a project, because I definitely want you guys to be able to see the finished product. So that's one of my main intention for doing these lives. Yeah. As you can see, I'm working from my backyard. So this is also to show that you can use what you have to your advantage. You don't necessarily have to have a fancy woodwork shop to make stuff. Yes, there are limitations to what you can do, but you can still do stuff, you know, as long as you have the space. Or if you don't even have the space, there are stuff that you can make with just a few tools, really. Yes, there are a lot of tools that I wish I could have, but for now I make do with my space and make do with what I can own. I want to tell you a story. About 2 years ago, me and my wife, when we made the budget for the family for the year, I decided that I wanted to buy a table saw. The table saw that I wanted to purchase was one that you need to have space for. I was thinking about getting one of those Laguna Fusion 3 or Fusion 2, but I just did not have the space for it. So I had to settle down for a table saw that one of those job site saw. And I have to tell you that since I got that job site saw, I've been enjoying the process of using it. You know, I find great joy in using it. So that's what happened to me. So for this now, I'm going to send off. What you're looking at is epoxy. So make sure, because of the fine dust and sawdust, which is not good for your health, that you make sure you get you have a proper respirator. You know, for me, I have a little bit of advantage because I'm outside, so that kind of helps also with the dust. But so yeah, so my respirator. I'm going to turn off this now. Empty this plug. Yes, so you can see I'm getting rid of the epoxy. This is actually the first process. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So far, I'm liking how the stuff is turning out to be. It's really I, Nicole, Eberts, Hubert, I, Sushana. Nice to have you with us today. I, Rotax. Nice to have you with us today. I have to say that I'm enjoying the way how this is turning out to be. Yeah, definitely. I have something that I want to share with you guys on the live. You see, as I would have said before, when I started out this year, I had big dreams. I set my goals, and I was, working towards them. One of the goals that I had set is that actually I started this channel about 2 years ago. I've been making stuff, but I've only been doing like short format videos. And since lately, I started to, trying to up my editing and up everything pertaining to my channel. Trying to take every aspect of it serious. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use I have some holes that I want to fill with CA glue and activator. So this is one of them. I think the hole is blocked. Man. So nothing that a little trick. Yeah. So I'm going to use my CA glue. With the activator. Yeah. just to fill these voids. Actually, this, as I said, this is basically working with reclaimed wood, and this species looks like poplar, like rainbow poplar. So it has this pretty look, using my CA glue to fill out these little voids that I'm seeing on the tabletop. Yeah. So these are the little voids that I'm taking care of as they show up. This is one part of woodworking that I believe a lot of people definitely don't like. That's the part of where you do the sanding. But this is a part that has to be done in order to accomplish a good job. So I'm going to turn this around now to do the other side. I'm going to come back to this side. Yes, I have another question. At first, I want to, if you guys are watching, I want to show you something. I need your help on this one. So you can put the answer in the chat. So this side, when I did the glue up, I didn't have a good I did not have a good what do you call it, straight to glue up this one. So as a result, it had a gap. So what I did, I used my chalk saw to cut a groove where the gap was, and then I poured epoxy in it. But so you can see the voids, you can see this epoxy mark down the middle. And I initially cut the bevels already for the tabletop to be this way. But I seems to be having a change of mind and wanted to turn the bevel up, the bevel down like this, so it turns down, and you have the bevel turning upside down. So I want to know in the chat, help me to make a decision. Which way you think I should turn the tabletop? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be checking to see your answer. So just let me know. Let me know in the comment section. And if you have not yet hit the like button, you can hit the like button. And if you have not yet subscribed, you can also subscribe to the channel. So okay, that's looking much better. So what I'm going to do now again, I'm going to use white magic. What is that? I don't know what that is, bro. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to fill out these little voids, these little holes here. So I'm using Starbond dark brown CA glue with the accelerator. So I'm gonna just fill these voids. Fill all these little voids. Fill all these little voids. Yeah. Then I'm going to get my orbital sander and sand this down. I think I want to sand it down to about 220 thereabouts. And then I'm going to be using a Rubio Money Coat finish on it, which is a hard wax oil to finish it up. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Add some more right here. Yeah. Let me go and get my other sander now. Just checking in on the chat. Nice to have you guys again with me here today again on another live. I have to say that I really look forward to seeing you guys whenever I go live. You are a very, you play a very crucial role in the growth of this channel. Without your guys, your viewership, then there's no real growth on this channel. As you can see, it's another day in my outdoor shop. If you remember, have you ever asked you guys if you watch the movie Game of Thrones with the famous phrase in it, winter is coming? We are approaching winter, and soon and very soon, if I'm out here, I will have to be cloaked up like an Eskimo. Okay, so first I'm going to use 80 grit sandpaper. Then I'm going to use 120. I'm going to use some 120 sandpaper. Yeah. And this finish. Yeah. It's 80. Then 120. This over here. Oh, I forgot to use this technique, so I'm going to use it now so to ensure that I gave this the proper sanding that it deserves. So you just mark up the surface, and this will give you an idea where it's already sanded. So it also helps to speed up the process. So you just sand out the pencil marks, and then you move back again with a different grit sandpaper. So this board is kind of a little bit easier to sand because it is well dry. So this board, I got this board from a guy who said that it was used to build a table in 1950. And he has had that table from that time period until I went and collected from him. So now I'm just giving the board a new life by converting it from the table that I got into a coffee table. So this may be used again for another 50 years or more. This even can be something that is passed down, to family members. Yeah. So because I use the belt sander, I have to be sanding out the belt sander marks to get the surface looking pretty smooth. To get it prepared for the finish. Yeah. Show you the part of woodworking that a lot of people don't like. Sanding seems to take up a lot of time. Yeah. I need to change this sanding pad. Get a different one. Yeah. So change this. Yeah. taking a lot of time. If I had on one of those big strap, I would be sending this to my white then sander. That would leave me with a little bit of work to be done, but no, that's daydreaming. Yeah, as you continue to sundown, you see where you have to add a little bit more I Frank, I Chuppy, Truvia. I'm not pronouncing that name correctly, but see where you have to still go back and look for, those little holes that needs to be filled with CA glue, and just slap them in. I'm seeing this one, this one, this one, and that one. So let me fill them up while I'm sanding the side. This one here. A little bit more on this one. Yeah. And then these. And then these. There's a little bit for these. Yeah. 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 To get out the scratch out of this. Yeah. Good, I can. Turning out. next side. Not to get out these scratch marks. Yeah. Just want to check on you guys. Have you made up your mind to tell me which direction I should put the table, if it is the other way in terms of the bottom side up or this way? Let me show you again what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, if you look on this, you will see a bevel here. So originally I decided to turn the bevel like this down, but I'm having a second thought in terms of turning the tabletop like this, where you can see the bevel up. So that's what I think I'm going to work with it up. So what I'm going to do now, since this is going to be the bottom, I'm just going to sand it down to 120, but and then work on the top to finish it up, and then I'm going to work on the legs of this table. That's my intention now. So I'm going to just sand it down. This is the bottom. Yeah. What I want to do now, I'm going to turn this on the other side. I'm going to water pop it and then sand it down to its finish. Then I'm doing a little bit of sand, a light sand into the legs. Let my water pop it. So you kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. Yeah. Let it blow out a little bit. Then I move to the next phase. Alright guys, you have been with me over an hour now. Oh, nice to have you guys with me. Yes, so I'm just allowing this to blow out a little bit before I move to the next phase in terms of giving it its final sanding. Yes. So as I've been saying, let me show you my face. Let me switch the camera around a little bit while I talk to you guys. Yes, As I've been saying since the year start, I have initially set a goal, and that goal is to reach 1,000 subscriber and 4,000 watch hour. That is one way how I can continue to practice this craft. I am trying to get my channel monetized and also trying to improve on the content that I put out. So I am greatly in need of your help in terms of to reach that 1,000 subscriber. I am currently at what, 732. So I'm think I'm shortchange a little bit, like 200 subscribers. So if you want to support a small YouTube content creator like me, the one way to do so is to hit the subscribe button and also to hit the like button so that this channel can grow. I really enjoy doing this. This is something that I do after I get home from work, and I am daily improving in terms of what I've learned over the years so far. And to let you know, I actually start doing this in like 2022, 2023 thereabout. When I came up from Jamaica, I decided that I wanted to have a new hobby, something that I truly enjoy, and I dedicated myself to doing this. As a matter of fact, I started out by looking at one of these famous quotes that if you only take 15 minutes a day to practice on any craft, any skill, anything, you will become efficient on doing so. So I have dedicated my time to, put in the practice, put in the work, and I believe this principle goes right across the board, whether it's in academics or whether it's in any trade, anything per se. Even in your relationship, if you should decide to take just 15 minutes and dedicate your 15 minutes a day to something, then you will find out that you will become very good at doing so. And that's what I've been doing. I've been dedicating my time to do something that I love and something that I believe will be beneficiary to me in the future. And that is why I do this each and every day. I put in the work, and one way how, as I said, you can help me in my endeavor is to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I greatly appreciate you for joining this live. So I'm going to turn around now and go into the second phase of the sanding in terms of the water pop. I'm going to, what it does, it brings up the grain in the board, then I can sand it down, and it helps me to get a better finish. Let me turn around and get back to work, because time is going, and before you know it, the place is dark, and I really want to do everything to this tabletop. I want to finish the sanding, give the legs a light sand again, and then I'm going to apply a hard wax finish to it, which is a Rubio Monocoat. The one that I'm going to use is Rubio Monocoat cotton white. It actually, you would be still able to see the grain in the wood, but also it's like one of those finished, the best way to describe it, I don't know if you're used to the painting term that is called like tickle. So it's like you're just adding a color to the board, but not to change the entire color. So you'll still be able to see these rainbow pattern, the rainbow pattern in the poplar, which is, I say, it's a very nice finish. So I'm going to give this another light sanding, put it aside, then move to the next phase. Yep. Yep. Okay. So that's pretty much this. So let me one step closer to the finish line. Push off these truss. So I'm one step closer to the finishing line. Let me touch up one spot that I see right here. I'm still caught in betwixt the two. You know what? Whenever things like this happen and you find yourself caught in between two opinions, best thing to do is just to stick with one of them. So let me rest this tabletop over here. So I do a little bit of light sanding on these legs. These are the legs for the table. Hope you like the design. Pretty much simple design. It's a trapezoid table leg. I actually cut them down at 30 degrees and give it that shape. So I'm going to just light sand this down. Sand down the part that I put there. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. So the next phase now, I'm going to actually, yeah, apply the finish. The finish to is I'm going to apply the finish to this, and then attach the legs. I don't think this is going to take a long time. So let me first get off all the dust from off this. Surely I'm going to do the top first. Alright, you know what? I just realized that time has caught up to me. Sometimes it seems like I'm consumed by doing this, and I just realized that I have my son to go and pick up from the daycare. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to apply the finish to this tabletop and attach the legs. So I'll be seeing you guys again tomorrow. Please join me around the same time. I am Eastern Standard Time, so I'll be going live about 3:30, 3 o'clock thereabout. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys join me again. And as I've been saying, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you can subscribe to help this channel grow. So the name of the channel is What's in Your Hand Woodworking, and I have a motto that I live by. I will be coming out with my shirt with my logo and the motto on it, so you can look out to see that. So whenever I'm going live, you will be able to see it on my live. So I'm looking forward again to seeing you guys again tomorrow, same time, same place. So for now, I am out from What Is in Your Hand Woodworking. Thanks for being with me today, and I truly appreciate each and everyone who stick with me on the live, and for those who would have subscribed, for those who would have hit the like button. I truly and really appreciate you, because you're helping me grow in my hobby and also helping me grow in my skills. So I'm looking forward again to seeing you guys again, same time, same place tomorrow, from What Is in Your Hand Woodworking. And I'm out. Bye.